ISIS bride Islam Mitat had wanted to become British before pleading for Australian citizenship. A former fashion blogger whose jihadi husband died fighting for ISIS in Syria begged Australia for citizenship, after failing to become British. Morocco native Islam Mitat was duped, not once but twice, into marrying the wrong kind of men from two different countries. In 2014, the then 20-year-old physics student, who had dreamed of a career in fashion, met British businessman Ahmed Khalil on a Muslim dating website. This man promised to take her to Britain, but she instead ended up in Syria, after he took her on a Turkish holiday, just 3 months into their marriage. Her new husband, who had grown up near London, had also lied about having a job in Turkey. Just days after discovering she was pregnant with her first child, a son, she became a widow when her first husband was killed in an airstrike in about 2015. Her nightmare continued when she met her second husband, an Australian kickboxer and medical student called Faisal Sahib, who grew up in Western Sydney. She met this jihadist, who had secretly left Australia in 2013 at age 21, and married him in Syria to give herself moral protection in Raqqa, then an ISIS stronghold. With him, she had a daughter. After her second husband was killed in an airstrike last year, she fled the war-torn Syrian city of Raqqa with her 2 young children. In a life-threatening journey, she carried her children for 9 hours across the desert in a desperate and dangerous escape to safety, and was rescued by Kurdish fighters. She is now a 24-year-old single mother living again in Morocco, in the town of Jeddah near the Algerian border, with her 2 children Abdullah, 2 and Maria, 1. She is readjusting to life away from the war zone but still lives in constant fear of ISIS. Islam hoped her youngest child Maria's Australian heritage, through her second late husband Faisal Sahib, would get her passage into Australia. Last year, she told the Sunday Times in London was wanted to move to the UK and obtain citizenship for her son Abdullah, whose father was a Briton of Afghan background. This was almost a year before she told Australia's 9 network that after 4 years as ISIS bride, she hoped they can lead a stable life away from Islamist conflict. "My dream? I want a normal life with my kids. This is what I want now," she told 60 Minutes before breaking down in tears. "I just look at my kids, I feel so sorry for them." Viewers reacted with fury to her bid to become an Australian citizen. "You knew what you were getting into, now go away," one man wrote on the Daily Mail Australia comments section. Another reader suggested she was responsible for her predicament. "No, not convinced, I am afraid. As my old grandpops used to say, you made your bed, you lie in it," he said. Islam said her second husband often spoke about his old life in Australia and how much he missed it. "He told me I wish I didn't come here," she told 60 Minutes. She doesn't plan to tell her children about what happened to their fathers. "I don't want my kids to grow in this because they teach them how to kill," she said.